Welcome to Holy Thursday. You might have heard Holy Thursday called a number of things. One of the more common, other than Holy Thursday, is Maundy Thursday. Holy Thursday and Maundy Thursday are the most common used terms, though usage varies. Generally, the Anglican Church continues to use Maundy Thursday, while Catholics and the Orthodox have moved more towards the use of Holy Thursday, though it still is used interchangeably. Holy Thursday marks the beginning of what we call the Paschal Triduum, commemorating the Passion, the death, and the resurrection of our Lord Jesus Christ through Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Holy Saturday, and Easter Sunday. It's actually one single liturgical celebration that spans over 3 days. You might say, well, that's actually 4. Well, no. We start Holy Thursday tonight and after sundown. And if you remember, the evening of Good Friday is actually tonight. And in the book of Genesis describes evening came and morning followed. That was the first day. In the rubrics today, I read it earlier in the week, but the rubrics today are pretty prescriptive in what we're supposed to be covering today in the homily. So here goes. We've got a lot to unpack here. You are my inheritance, O Lord. In the readings today, we are witness to 3 mysteries. The first mystery is probably more clear to you, that you see, about the Holy Eucharist. The first reading from the Old Testament of Exodus, we hear of the first Passover meal, which the Israelites prepared in celebration of the passing of the angel of death over the people and of their escape from Egypt. Last week in the Passion according to Luke, and today in the passage from St. Paul in the second reading to the Corinthians, we hear today they describe the Last Supper, which we know was a Passover meal that they were celebrating. St. Paul uses today the very words that we continue to use in Mass every single week. Jesus says, "This cup of the new covenant is my blood." We hear this at every celebration of the Eucharist that we celebrate. You are my inheritance, O Lord. When we inherit something, we receive something that someone else passes on to us. Jesus today is passing on to us the sacrament of the Eucharist. This promise which Jesus made at the Last Supper to his disciples, which is made in every Eucharist for us to partake, is our inheritance. We didn't earn it, but it was freely offered to us. John today in the Gospel also writes about the Last Supper, but today he speaks of events prior to the Passover meal. Jesus, knowing that his time is near through his passion, resurrection, and ascension, will pass over to the Father. His salvific sacrifice will bring a new exodus, saving us from all of our human sin, symbolic of him taking off his clothing, being humbled, washing the feet, and redressing. Today, Jesus tells Peter that unless he allows Jesus to wash his feet, he'll have no inheritance with him. Jesus is offering Peter and the other disciples something that they themselves have not earned, but something that they can and will receive and pass on. But Jesus is saying you can't have a part in me on your own terms, but you need to submit yourself to God's plan. For the apostles, the foot washing is actually a sign of the priestly ordination. It's described in Leviticus when Moses washes Aaron and his sons on their day of consecration to the priesthood. So today, Jesus gives us and we receive the mystery of the priestly order. You are my inheritance, O Lord. Likewise, in the Gospel, Jesus leaves us with another mystery in the washing of the feet. John emphasizes the call to serve others, which Jesus models by washing the feet of his disciples today. As a gesture of hospitality, it was not customary for the host to wash their guests' feet. That would have been performed by a household slave. We've heard Jesus time and time again talk about the two commandments of all of their virtues associated with them that are the most important. If you follow these two, the rest will fall in line. Love the Lord your God with all your heart and all your soul and with all your mind. And you shall love your neighbor as yourself. If you haven't gotten it yet, as it had not yet been completely gotten or set in with Peter, Peter says, you shall never wash my feet. Today, Jesus teaches us not only in words, but in deeds. As we have said before, love is action. Jesus shows himself as a model of humility. He leaves us with this third mystery, the new commandment. The Lord's commandment of charity. Love one another as I have loved you. Thus, Maundy Thursday. Maundy derived from the Latin mandatum, or commandment. Commandment Thursday. You are my inheritance, O Lord. As we participate in this 3-day liturgy of the Paschal, listen to God's words. Imagine yourself participating in each scene. And remember that Christian service can never be separated from the table of the Eucharist. In order to become people of the Eucharist, we must become people who wash each other's feet. Amen.
Amen.